Hey, thought I'd take you on a tour of the garden on this beautiful day since I'm having a staycation. Here I am outside the garden gate. Look at this overgrown jungle and the lake beyond. Well, let's go have a look. Let's go see. Okay, so we're going to start here in the flower bed. You can see this is just going crazy. Crazy. And here I've got my tomato beds starting. These are, I have beefsteak tomatoes here, and I have Rutgers tomatoes here. I have marigolds, obviously. These are the currant tomatoes that you saw in the pictures. Yeah, those are yellow pears. Let's see if I can find a bunch of them here for you to see. Oh, there we go. They're green. Hope you can see them. Look at those little things. They hang down in groups almost like grapes or something. And then this one is, that's a Brad's Atomic Grape. Not sure I love. You can see I just pulled the last of the potatoes out of this bed and the garlic out of this one. That front bed I put some lettuce seed in. We'll see how it does. Back to the tomatoes. Those are yellow pear. These are all Manitoba, I think they're called. Yeah, Manitoba tomatoes. They're supposed to come up pretty early, which is good. Lots of stuff going crazy here. Got a pumpkin turning orange. Hello, pumpkin. There's two more buried up in there. My kale and, well, my brassicas bed, I guess I should say. Lots of Brussels sprouts growing. Hopefully they'll have enough time before the bugs get them. Nasturtium are starting to die back because it's already that season. And as you can see, the rhubarb is starting to die back. Flowers everywhere. This is my asparagus bed gone wild. Look at these strawberries. I've never grown strawberries before, and these things are just bonkers. These were little tiny plants that Gary brought home from the nursery that day. And look at them now. I have some beans taking the place of the peas that were here. And look at those beauties way up there. And there. And I have a secret squash plant tucked into this corner. I don't know how it will do. This one here, this is yarrow. That one is chamomile. I actually tucked a couple of bean plants back in there too, just to see if they would do anything being in the full sun like that, and hopefully the deer can't get at them. That one's licorice mint. Oh, let's see, do you recognize that? No one's moved in yet, but I think they'll find it. So we'll see. Onions, some of them not doing so well. This is that amazing volunteer plant that I have no idea what it is, but it's very pretty. I may have to pull it up next year. Oh, looks like the watering has knocked over my basil. So I have more beans. The lettuce I'm letting go to seed. More Brussels sprouts. Those are looking pretty good. Over here I have my peppers. Well, these are actually beans in pots that I started. I don't know if I can show you very well. They're bush beans. And I've just got them, I was just trying to get a little more, I don't know, season out of it. And here's all my pepper plants. Some of them are doing pretty good. Look at this guy. That is a king bell pepper. I don't like green bell peppers, but I like red ones. I have one over here that I want to show you, but I didn't want to wade through the soaking wet asparagus plants. Oh, here, I can show you here. These peppers are called Jimmy Nardolo, and they're an Italian sweet red pepper for for either grinding or just sauteing or adding to sauces. Really excited to try those. This is the Indigo Blue Gold cherry tomatoes. Look at that beautiful thing. Now that one's been in the shade, so it doesn't really have any blue shoulders, hardly at all. A little bit, but not much. But these ones that are in the sunshine, you can really see their blue shoulders. Very pretty. I have more peppers here. These ones are called Santa Fe's, and they start out yellow and they seem to stay yellow. I don't know. I'm going to let some of them go longer and see if they turn another color. Maybe orange? I don't know. A big beautiful sage plant that came back. I'm going to be planting some peas in this bed and see if I can get a late season pea crop. And then I want you to see this thing. Oh my goodness, look at this squash plant. And then look at that squash standing up there. Well, wait till you see that. Okay, then there's that one. It was so big I was worried about it falling off of its trellis. But look at the size of that thing. Just for reference, there's my hand. It's seriously the size of a baby. And then, Mama needs to weed out here. It's pretty scary. Look at that thumper. Again, just so you can kind of see. If I can make it work. There's the cherry tomato on top of it. No, okay. It's only a cherry tomato, but still. This squash turns pink when it's done. And it has a taste and texture something like a butternut squash. And here's a butternut squash coming on. Got one or two of those buried in here. Sort of excited about them. More sunflowers back up there. Look at this hollyhock. How beautiful is that thing? I have lots of calendula and lost my word, marigolds. Then I have these growing. I don't even know what those are. I think they might be pumpkins. If they are, they're sure taking a long time about getting ready. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. That's a Rutgers tomato buried into that mess. And I have acorn squash in there. And this is my artichokes and cardoons. I have to tell you, I don't think I'm going to grow cardoon again. Unless I can find a thornless variety. But you can see it's making a flower there, so I'll be anxious to see how that looks. I'm going to spin you around kind of fast here. So I got exactly one okra. And I didn't have the heart to pick it because it was the only one, so I'm just going to let it go and maybe save it for seed. But it encourages me to know that I can grow okra here. So here is, these three plants here are all Santa Fe peppers. Look at those. They're just, for here, that's a loaded pepper plant, really. Those are beautiful, aren't they? They're mildly warm, and they're very pretty. Here's another king bell pepper. Let's see if I can, then we'll see how those do. That's a Craig's Grande Jalapeno. This is turning out to be one of the best producing peppers I can grow here. These are Hungarian black peppers. They have a little bit of heat. They make beautiful purple flowers, if I can find one to show you. Yeah, very pretty purple flowers. And then that's Marconi. Here's one of the Jimmy Nardalos. Oh, look at that warty looking thing. I'm really anxious to try those. There's one down there that, look at the size of that thing. So yeah, I'm anxious to try them. And then here in the tomato jungle, deep in the tomato jungle, where things are really scary. I have lots of tomatoes coming on, buried in this mess. One of my staycation plans is to try to prune some of these a little bit so I can actually get some sunlight on the tomatoes. But it's pretty loaded. We'll see how they do. I have more peppers here. I've been trying to grow pimento peppers. Oh, look at that. I don't, do they just not grow taller than that? It's not putting on any fruit either. And hello, little spider. Hello. I have another one of the Hungarian black peppers here. Parsley plant. So here comes the hard part. I have one empty bed over there. I have this whole empty row between the peppers and the tomatoes. And then over here, I have another whole empty row, empty except for weeds, between the peppers and the tomatoes. What do I do with this space? I've been trying to decide what's the best use of it. This is the sorrel. I'm tempted to try growing something like rutabaga in there, except I don't know that I like rutabagas. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I don't care for turnips. I'm not wild about radishes, so I don't know why I think I might like rutabagas any better, but who knows. You can see the greenhouse in the back there, the chicken yard way behind. So then I have one of those two raised beds over there that is ready for something. And I also have these 5 raised beds. 3 over there, and 2 over here, that could have something in them. But what do I grow? What should I grow? When I cut back those columbines that I showed you in the earlier video, cut them all the way back to where it was just maybe a foot tall. And look at this, I'm getting a whole nother round of columbines. My sleeping dog in the background. And these tall flowers here, if you ever see these things, look carefully at that leaf. Oh, here's one that's bigger. They grow tall, they put on loads of flowers. They're really pretty, and they're super invasive. I have been picking these damn flowers out of every single bed in the garden. Between those and these Johnny Jump Ups here, although I don't see any in this bed at this exact moment, but, oh, here we go. That flower, I have been picking those 2 kinds of flowers out of every single bed in this garden. I kind of let the Johnny Jump Ups go because they're pretty and they don't take up a whole lot of space. But look at that damn thing. It's almost the size of a tree. So it doesn't get to stay in the other beds. I also have this dahlia here. This one's looking a little, sorry. Look at that beautiful thing. And it's huge. And look at the size of this flower. It's just ginormous. And it's putting on more. And then I also have this foxglove back here, which is poisonous. And it's a very pretty thing. This is the plant that they make digitalis, the heart medicine, out of. Foxglove purpura, or purpurea, I forgot which. Let's see if I can show you this zinnia here. Am I making you sick walking around like this? I'm not very good at this video thing. Yeah, I don't think I can show you that zinnia. Around here one more time. Oh, the calendula. Such a pretty thing. Did I show you this acorn squash? Kind of pretty. Yeah, let me show you this zinnia. This is a candy cane stripe zinnia. So it's got, look at that. This one's kind of past its prime. The ones up in the pot up there I can see, but not from inside the garden. I see those from outside. So there I am in my garden with the lake, sprinkler going, green grass, party porch. The kitchen where all that food is going to wind up coming from this garden to my belly. Giant compost heap going, and a chicken in the compost. So that's it. My August garden tour.